Hello and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be taking a look at an NGE deck, which is, from the big tournament that's been going on lately. It's from the top 4. It's Mana Storm JaZe's Earth Rune deck. So the deck's pretty straightforward in the way it's constructed by the looks of it. You pretty much got a heavy aggro-y curve. So pushing out the goblins, the magical illusionist, pushing out the earth rites to combo off with different things such as the golems and the nightfall and the illusionist if need be, along with a heavy draw engine with Melv and mutagenic bolt as I'm guessing a kind of finisher slash board clear, which I didn't use too much in the games that I'm about to show you, but it definitely works as an idea, so I don't mind that too much. I'd say the one weakness to this deck is how easy it is to brick your hand out and just get completely stomped by control. Works great against really slow decks like D-Shift because of the early aggro obviously, which most decks do. Other than that, it's not too bad and I definitely enjoyed playing it, so if you do want to give this deck a try, as always you'll find the deck list in the description below, or you can just view it right here. So we'll get right into the games. Game 1 here is against Rune as well. It's D-Shift versus this Earthright, so it's very, pretty easy game overall to win. You don't have too much trouble with it. I mean, D-Shift is really slow, so all you have to do is curve out pretty nicely and you're pretty set. So as you'll see here, the basis of the deck is to basically just play everything you can as fast as you can while trying to replenish your hand with things like Melv to deal more damage. Keeping up consistent damage while also being able to just survive, I guess. So I do draw a goblin a little late, unfortunately, but getting those warlocks out, which summon earthrights, is really handy. You can't really go too wrong with that. I mean, it's, free earthright, 2 damage. Basically the same thing this gets, except you don't have to actually play it. So you're saving 1 mana, but losing 1 health, which is a fair trade-off. So as you can see, they didn't have really anything that can beat this at this point, so I basically get to play Magical Illusionist for free, evolve and ramp face for an extra 7 damage on turn 4, which is pretty good for this sort of deck. Getting that 7 damage out, along with the Magical Illusionist, gotta love that. So we do see Levi. Levi's, he's a time-worn mage. He's pretty rough around the edges, but pretty solid. He does make for a good play though, getting the clear off. The only advantage is this does summon out the extra Earthright, which is great for things like Halo Golem. Fortunately though, I pretty much decided not to worry about that. Playing my own mage, allowing me to push another 7 damage this turn, and put them very close to lethal range. And knowing I've got that Magical Illusionist available, along with the Red Hot Ritual and Halo Golem in hand, I wasn't too worried about my board, because I'd have to clear the Magical Illusionist 3 times, or they do this and go for the return, which is just as annoying, honestly. Slowing down my game and slowing down my lethal. Only just though, so that's not so bad. Do get Magic Missiled, Magic Missile being pretty damn strong, but we do just go Magic Illusionist into damage. I basically did this because I was hoping Magic Illusionist can stick around, and if it does, then Angel of Wind can both give me the potential for lethal in both clearing and damage. Fortunately, they don't have anything else, so I win. Not too bad at all. We have game 2 here versus Shadow. Just your standard kind of mid-Shadow, I'm pretty sure. These games sometimes go on for a little bit, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they can be over in a flash with this deck, sometimes they get drawn out. I think I had somewhere around a 50 to 40% win when running this deck, trying to get these games to show you guys, so it's not the best deck for ranked. Definitely more of a tournament style deck, but definitely interesting. That's why I'm spotlighting these NGE decks at the moment. There will be more to come, so hopefully you guys enjoy them. So we do get that super early pressure, being able to just clear the board here. well, not necessarily clear the board, but clear off the 1/1. Shadow doesn't really like it when you're clearing all their stuff consistently, especially when they have to sacrifice their own just to draw, so I'd say they had a pretty dead hand. Fortunately here I do draw the Red Hot Ritual, which is, you know, perfect to get rid of this 2/2 and deal some damage, along with the Earth Essence. So it doesn't look like they got much left, you know. They're playing out another 2/2, getting that Skeleton Fighter. I'd say they're trying to set up for a Catacomb play. That was their main aim here. Fortunately, I do have my Time Worn Mage, which I'm pretty sure, you know, gives me another clear.
It's just like back in the old days.
And allows me to open access, so they just concede. Probably one of the quickest games, but definitely interesting. Alrighty, so even though the last game was like lightning fast, this third game here is also against Shadow.
I guess you're looking for a fight.
So this Shadow I'm pretty sure was a NEP variant, judging by the cards that I see come out. But other than that, there's not too much to say about it, you know. We have the Goblin Time Worn Piercing Rune, you know, your pretty standard opening play, which is quite good. And the Red Hot Ritual, which is always nice to have super early. So I don't see them play anything else, and fortunately we do draw the Magical Illusionist. Probably the spotlight of this deck is that card. It's just an amazing card for both survival and damage with its early game pressure, so it's really fun to play. Fortunately they don't really play anything at all until Soul Hunt, and then they play Soul Hunt just kind of wastefully, killing off the 2/2 just to resummon it, and I end up in the same spot with an actual positive by getting to play Time Worn Mage here, because there's no real loss to playing it there, but there's a good advantage with Melv being playable, optimizing my draw, which is kind of what I was aiming for when I was using this. The more draws I can get off Melv, the better my hand will be to deal with things. So luckily they don't do much else here, which is really nice to see. So Melv basically gets a free play, getting those 5 cards in my draw for 5, and dealing an extra 5 damage, along with setting up both Piercing Rune and Mutagenic Bolt for really nice plays in the future. So they do then decide to aim for a clear as best they can, which I don't really blame them. I don't see the point on using Zombie unless it was just for the death. So we do get the Magical Illusions. Fortunately we do have Piercing Rune, so the 6/2 really is no issue. And then they literally 2 damage from lethal, which, being able to set up the ambush, pretty much guarantees that there's nothing they can do against this. Along with the fact that even if they had have played other cards, Mutagenic Bolt would most likely just end them, so not bad. So as you saw, this deck performs quite well. It's definitely fun to play, and I can see why it was part of the top 4 for Mana Storm. Like, definitely a good deck. And hopefully we'll see some more interesting decks coming out of tournaments in the future that we can take a look at. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. You'll find the deck list in the description below, along with any other important links. And I will catch you guys next time. See ya.